The Unsung Heroes Honor Roll. In order for a high school football team to function at its highest level, the players and team members must buy in and be totally committed to what the coaches are teaching, and more importantly, to putting the team goals above those of the individual. Fans often realize this when it comes to the players on the field. Linemen have to be willing to block so that backs can score. 4 or 5 receivers have to be willing to run the perfect route on each play, even though only one of them will actually get the ball. And defensive linemen have to be willing to absorb the blocks of the offensive line so that linebackers can run free and make the tackle. But on a team such as Highland Park that regularly has a roster of over 100 players, it is even more true for the guys who seldom see the field. Players such as this are the backbone of any true team. It's easy to keep showing up every day to work when you know that you'll receive the payoff on Friday night. But it's much more difficult and takes much more commitment when you realize that your personal payoff may only be realized on the success of the team. Last week, as in years past, we asked the HP coaches to nominate deserving young men for the 2018 Unsung Heroes Honor Roll. These are the players who, in their opinion, consistently went above and beyond the call of duty in working hard, staying positive, and always putting the team goals above their own. These young men play on the scout team or in backup positions every day in practice and do their best to help prepare the starters for what they'll see on Friday night. Without a great effort every day on their part, there is no way that the team would be totally prepared for that week's opponent. Here are the young men that help form the backbone of the Highland Park Scots, the Unsung Hero Honor Roll, and what their coaches had to say about them. Head Coach Randy Allen. Offensive Coordinator and Offensive Line Coach Grayson Wells. Defensive Coordinator Bobby Leidner. Co-Defensive Coordinator and Safeties Coach Darren Eason. Running Backs Coach Ryan Gibbs. Outside Wide Receivers Coach Max Hawsey. Inside Slot Receivers Coach Colin Stringer. Quarterback Coach and Passing Game Coordinator Cody Corey. Outside Linebacker Coach Mark Lechtleitner. Inside Linebackers Coach Bobby Holland. Cornerbacks Coach Shay Smith. Defensive Line Coach Chip Burt. Congratulations to all the unsung heroes of the 2022 Highland Park Scots. Your daily efforts and dedication to this team inspire us all.
My unsung hero this week is Nathan Harper. Nathan is a senior, and he is a great person. He's a great student. He's a great Scot, and he's a great football player. He overcame an injury, a shoulder injury early in the year, to come back, and he's a big part of our special teams and playing a safety position. He's a multi-sports athlete. He also plays lacrosse. His dad played quarterback in Highland Park, and the families are longtime residents of Highland Park. I'm just so appreciative of Nathan and his unselfish attitude to be a part of a great team. He's a guy that comes to work every day ready to practice, and he's a great role model out in the community of everything we want out of our football team. And so I'm really honored to spotlight Nathan Harper as my unsung hero.
The unsung heroes of the offensive line. Got 3 of them this year. The first is Whit Thompson. Whit does a great job in practice, and he really helps his teammates get better. The second one is Paul Flowers. Paul Flowers always has a great attitude, always has a smile on his face, and does what he can to help us as well. And then the last one is Bowen Nussbaum. I don't think we have a player that's improved as much as Bowen. He really works hard at his craft, and he does a great job when he gets a chance to get on the field. And I appreciate all these guys, and I'm extremely proud of them.
My nominee for the Unsung Hero Award is Coleman Donham. Coleman is a defensive lineman who is also our can man, and he is the epitome of what a Scot is all about. The way he gets his teammates excited on the sidelines when we get a takeaway, and just the way he carries himself in practice and everything he does. He is a true Scot, and he's who I'd like to nominate for Unsung Hero.
My unsung hero is Jose Suarez. The reason is because in practice, he does things with great effort. In fact, he has single-handedly made our punt team better. He blocked the punt in practice, and I tell him anytime they block a punt in practice, I'll give him a pizza. I actually owe him a pizza right now. But his willingness to go hard and give us a good and fresh look has made us so much better. Jose Suarez, my unsung hero. Go Scots.
My unsung hero this year is Wagner Perry. Wagner has just been a great Highland Park Scott football player his whole career. He does everything we ask him to do every day. He works hard in practice. He's just the ultimate team player. Couldn't be more proud of him and all the things he's accomplished for our program.
My Unsung Hero Award nominee is Teddy Higgins. Teddy has worked extremely hard to improve himself and to get bigger and stronger. Teddy plays a very important role on our kickoff return team. He's also a backup tight end. He's improved so much. He's probably improved more than any other player that I've ever coached from the time he was a freshman to where he is now. He's a great Scot, great teammate, loves just getting out there, having fun, practicing, and doing whatever he can to help this football team win.
My nominee for the Unsung Hero, the Highland Park Scots, is Colin Patrick. Colin's been one of the hardest working guys on the team. Ever since his freshman year, he's been one of the guys that always asked to get into the weight room on the weekends and after practice. He's always looking for that extra edge to improve himself. He's one of the guys that everyone loves to be around. He's always having fun, making jokes during in between drills or while we're on the sidelines at practice. He just makes it a fun environment for everyone. And his competitive nature pushes everyone to be the best versions of themselves that they can be. He really encompasses all of our core values, and I can say without a doubt that the Highland Park Scots are a better football team because of Colin Patrick.
Hello, I'm Cody Corey, quarterbacks coach at Highland Park. My nomination for the Unsung Hero Award for the quarterback group is Ethan Birdie. He moved here a couple years ago, and it is extremely hard to play the quarterback position here if you move in late because our offense is so complex. But he put the work in, and he always puts the team first. He helps us with scout team, 7-on-7, encourages the other quarterbacks, and helps them along in the processes that we do at practice. He shows up early and he stays late. He does a great job of leading by example, and that's why Ethan is my unsung hero for the quarterback group. Thank you, Ethan.
My unsung hero for the outside linebackers is Tucker Poe. He's one reason why I nominate him is because he's a fantastic kid. Throughout the whole entire year, he's been nothing but a team player for us and is a great addition for us as an outside linebacker. He's someone that's unselfish, will do anything that the team asks of him. He may not get the glory that a lot of players may seek, but he's there every single day, from off-season workouts to summer workouts, every single day, never misses. Even right now, he's going through an injury, and I could always rely on him to be there, and especially know what we're doing every single week. And cannot say anything more, better about Tucker than he's a great kid, and definitely proud of what he's done this year.
My Unsung Hero Award is Sam Webster. When you coach a position group, You want the guys to get along with each other, but you also understand that there might be some jealousy because some guys get to play more than others. But with Sam, there's no jealousy at all, and he's one of the big reasons why our group really enjoys working together and makes it a lot more fun to coach. Something that will always stand out to me for the rest of my career was when Robert Remy had worked his way back from shoulder surgery in the spring, and then he got injured in the Louisville game, was out a couple weeks, and then when he finally got back in practice, he hurt his knee. It turned out not to be as serious as we thought, but he was really frustrated about it. And when practice was over and we got together, Sam Webster asked if he could pray for Robert, and I just thought that was a really special, a very selfless act, and it showed how much he cares about his teammates and why he's a great unsung hero.
My unsung heroes are Ryan Yates and Matthias Zacharias. Those two have been constant in practice and throughout their careers at Highland Park. They've constantly jumped in when help has been needed. They've never complained. They've always worked extremely hard. They go 100 miles an hour. Anytime that they have, or anytime they're needed to run scout team against our offense, they give those guys fits. They work those guys real hard and prepare them to do great things against weekly opponents. I cherish every moment with them, and I appreciate everything they've done for us. Again, my unsung heroes are Ryan Yates and Matthias Zacharias.
My nominees for Unsung Hero are Walker McCollum and Connor Cornell. These young men do a great job of working hard every day in practice, either playing corner or giving us a scout look, playing receivers so that our other guys can get work. They don't play a lot. They play some on special teams, but they have a great attitude. They're joyful, they're leaders, they're winners, and I'm really glad they're a part of our team.